Morning guys, how you all doing? It is very early. It is just before 5 o'clock and I actually woke up to a very kind of nice and touching surprise. If you remember, I mentioned to you I think a day or so ago that a few of us YouTubers, tech YouTubers, got together to help out Austin after the terrible loss of pretty much everything that he had in the world in a fire in his condo. So the guys that went over there were John, TLD Today, and also Lou, Unbox Therapy. They headed over to where Austin lives and surprised him with a new Mac Pro and a whole bunch of other stuff that all of us kind of contributed towards to help him out, really. And the videos they made were just absolutely fantastic. They really were touching, emotional, uplifting, inspiring, a whole bunch of stuff. Too many words really to be able to kind of describe it, but absolutely fantastic either way, and really nice to kind of wake up, watch those videos, and it really does sort of kick you off on the right note for the day. So big props to both of those guys and Austin himself for those videos. Austin put a video up as well, and I'll leave a link to all three of those down in the video description, so definitely check those videos out if you can, because they really were an absolute inspiration, as he has been as well through this whole experience. And you guys know me, and things like this, I just absolutely love stuff like this. You know, helping people out, doing a good deed, sort of going above and beyond what is required of you as a human being, and just sort of going a little bit beyond that to help others out, is just an incredible thing to have the opportunity to be involved with. And I'm really happy that I got the chance to kind of be involved with that and help a brother out. So that was that. A great thing to wake up to. Like I say, I'm going to head off, grab myself my one coffee a day that I drink first thing in the morning, savour that, and I'll obviously be back with you guys a little bit later on today. So it is now about 7:15, and as you can see, the sun is just beginning to come up. I really love kind of just watching the day get lighter for just a couple of minutes in the morning. It's sort of, I don't know, it's just a nice thing to sort of watch nature change the way the world looks in just a fraction of minutes. It's quite incredible how things look so different in the night time to in the daytime. But I was sitting here thinking about sort of early mornings, and a couple of you said yesterday, how do you get up so early? Like, how have you sort of worked it to do that? I want to be able to do that as well. And the answer is, I don't really know. I think that what happens is that I wake up maybe during the night to go to the toilet or something like that, and where most people would get back to sleep, if I feel that it's sort of around the 4 to 5 o'clock mark, then I just can't. I'm so excited about the next day, and I know that sounds really sad, but I just always am. I'm just excited about every day, and because of that, I can't get back to sleep. So I just get up, start getting my productive hat on, and get as much done as possible. How you would go about doing that yourself, I don't really know. I didn't sort of train myself to do it or anything like that. I really only need somewhere in the region of 4 to 6 hours sleep. So that's just the way that I've kind of become. But it really is genuinely down to the fact that each day I'm just excited for the next one, and I just want to get up and get on with it. So as soon as I wake up, I'm like, right, get up, get onto it. And that's kind of the way it works out for me. I mean, I guess you could train yourself to do it, I imagine, if you just sort of went to bed at 10 o'clock every night, started waking up at like maybe 5, because that's 7 hours sleep. I guess you could do that. A lot of it is kind of, I guess, routine. I think the more of a routine you're in, the easier it is to sustain less sleep. But who knows? I mean, I'm no expert on these things. What's up guys? So I've just finished my second video review for this private company that I'm doing reviews for that they put on their website. Unfortunately, I can't reveal the company. Someone did ask me to give them a link, but I'm not in a position to do that. So I will ask and see what they say, and I'm sure they won't have a problem, but I can't just give it out without asking. So I will check and let you guys know. So that is that. It is now 8:45, so I need to crack on with the normal day, and then at lunchtime I need to pop out and pick up my new mats for my car. So I'm quite intrigued as to exactly, you know, the sort of quality of those when they've never been used, but I will let you guys know when I eventually get over there. So I thought I'd let you guys into a little secret, and recently I needed to get some new jumpers and hoodies and stuff like that. And what I thought was, because I'm on a budget drive at the moment, having bought 2 cars, this camera, and a Mac Pro and then paying for Christmas, I thought, right, I'm going to get myself some budget clothing. So what I did was I found a jumper that I bought from my gym that I actually really liked the kind of shape of a material, looked in the label and Googled it, and it came up as this company. I can't remember what they're called. Hang on, let me have a look. They are called, here we are, Gildan Heavy Blend. So what I did was I Googled it, and it came up on this website, cotton something or other.co.uk, and they were £4 each. So I bought myself a little collection. I actually bought about 5 or 6 for less than £40. So I got this here. This is just a plain white hoodie. And then I got this one here, which is a plain grey hoodie. And then I got a plain grey jumper. And then I also got a plain black hoodie as well. Now, obviously, they're not designer clothing or anything like that, but if you don't give a shit about any of that stuff like me, and you just want clothes to wear, and like I say, I'm on a budget drive at the moment, then how awesome is that? £4 for a hoodie. So yeah, so I think it looks, you know, it's just a hoodie, just a normal hoodie. £4 each, and I got a couple more little bits and pieces as well, and it all came in for less than £40. So I thought I'd let you on into that, on that little discount scheme that I've got going on there. What I might even do is take them down the shop and get some little bits and bobs printed on them of my choice. So I might get like Mr. Tybox 123 written across the back or something like that. In fact, if I did something like that, would you guys be interested in buying them for, let's say, £15 all included, something like that, by the time I've got them printed and posted? Let me know if you would, and then maybe I'll buy a few and get them all printed up and whatnot. And in fact, if there was lots of people, then I could obviously buy more and do them a bit cheaper, but I'd say including postage, printing and everything else, and tax, obviously, it would be between £15 and £20, because the price I just read is without VAT, by the way, so you have to add VAT to that. But anyway, that is it, guys, letting you in on my little clothing tip there, budget clothing tip. Another little tip actually for you guys as well, if you've got any interest in this, but in fact, let me tell you another story first of all. I've been insured with Tesco, which is a huge supermarket in the UK, the biggest one I think, for 9 years. And I've got a 9 years no claims bonus in that time, so I've never made a single claim. And today, when I rang them up to change my car insurance to the new car, because you get a 7-day free one from BMW that runs out today, they told me that they wouldn't insure me. Can you believe that? Wouldn't insure me. 9 years I've been with them, and I haven't made a single claim, and they won't insure me. So I went on comparethemeerkat.com and put all my details in and got it for half the price. So with Lloyds Bank, which are one of the biggest banks in the UK. So I mean, I've only gained, so I'm not necessarily complaining, but how crazy is that? I mean, what a stupid system where they have taken my money for 9 years without giving me anything back, and then just blow me off just like that, and not in the way that we like to get blown off. Absolutely unbelievable. So this other little tip that I've got, I've always had my house insurance with Barclays, and then I've had a separate insurance which is a kind of working from home policy which covers some of the larger items, etc. Anyway, I got through all my renewals last week, and I started actually reading it for once and realised that it wasn't quite as good cover as I had hoped. So I spoke to one of my premier banking partners, and they put me in touch with something called Barclays Finer home insurance. And basically the way that they work is that you tell them how much you want insurance for. So let's say you want £150,000 worth of home contents insurance, and they insure you for that amount. And instead of having separate receipts for everything and having to prove that you have this and prove that you have that, if you need a claim, you just tell them what it was that you had, no receipts required, and they will replace all of it, no quarrels whatsoever. And I actually got that insurance, which I think is absolutely fantastic. A truly brilliant insurance policy that covers me for absolutely everything, not needing to have a receipt for every single little item that I might have, and I can just claim on it if they're in unfortunate circumstances. Touch wood, it will never happen that my house burns down or I get burgled, but if I did, I would literally get back everything at the exact value that I said it's worth. So fantastic, and I'm paying less now for that than I was before. So 2 insurances, 2 deductions, 2 increases in terms of the actual product itself. It's a good situation to be in, I guess. And with my budget clothing, we are on a serious money saving day. I must have saved at least 0.25% of the amount that I've spent in the last couple of months. Mustn't grumble. So I have picked up the floor mats from BMW, and I don't think I'm going to put them in yet. I think I'm going to wait maybe a month or so for the weather to just get a little bit better, and also for my car detailing to get done. In fact, on the subject of car detailing, a couple of people in the comments said, what is the point in getting it done at this time of year? And yes, at first sight, that does make a lot of sense, but what is important is that you get everything protected as soon as possible. It doesn't matter that we're going to have bad weather, because all that means is that over the next couple of months, because of the bad weather, you're going to get your car cleaned even more. So it's not a question of getting it detailed to get it clean. It's a question of getting it detailed, although that is nice, it's a question of getting it detailed for protection, because they take all of the bad little bits of crap out of your paint and out of your interior, and then they cover it with stuff that protects it, and therefore it's all locked in and locked down for the next, you know, probably 6 to 9 months or even longer. Therefore meaning that every time you do get these constant washes all the time to get the shitty dirt off, that it's actually going to maintain the bodywork and the interior. That's the important bit. So just to answer that question, so the mats, remember yesterday I said that I purchased these mats, and they actually were £140 all inclusive. I've got to say that is a lot of money for mats, but I've got to also say, pardon me, that the material is actually very, very nice. Made out of velour, which is like the kind of scammy sort of tracksuits that girls wear, that kind of material. And the guy, nicely enough, chucked me in this as well. Remember I was saying about some kind of protection? They chucked me in this. So this is from Mini, but it is a full sort of waterproof protection and dirt-proof protection. So I've got the mats here on the table, and what I'm going to do is open these up. In fact, let's take one out. Wait there, sorry, hang on a sec, guys. Let's take one of these out. Oops. Yeah, so there you go. So that's the mat itself. So I'm going to take all of these out and give them all a good spraying over, and then leave them for a couple of days just so that protection kind of sinks in, and hopefully will last me when I put these mats in the car in maybe a month or so's time, just as the weather gets just that little bit better. What's up, guys? So I am on my way to the Apple store quickly, just to drop off the power charger that I bought for that laptop whilst I was kind of trying to get it working. Basically, I sort of tried another charger to see if that was the problem, but now I know that there is no point in trying to fix it. I'm going to take the charger back because it was £65, which is absolutely insane if you ask me. But that is the price of Apple products, and sometimes with things like that especially, you can see why people kind of bitch about it. So yeah, that's the only reason I'm going there really, is just to take that back. I don't want the kind of, I forget how long it is you've got to take it back, but I don't want that to sort of run out before I lose my money. So that is it. I have taken my Apple charger back to the shop, and although Apple products are a little bit expensive, the ability to just walk into a shop and take stuff back like that, having tried it out or whatever you want to do, is just worth its weight in gold. There's just so little waiting around. You just walk in, walk out, job's done. Doesn't matter if it's a cheap charger, phone case, or an expensive Mac Pro, you just get your money back instantly, no questions asked. Wham bam, thank you ma'am, and that's it, you're out. So that's all good. As you can tell, the sun has come out. It's really sunny as the sun begins to go down, because it just sits so low. That's the only thing about these kind of winter sunny moments, is the sun just sits so low. It's literally directly in your eyes. But anyway, that is going to be it for me today. I know I can't really go into the evening on these vlogs, because I don't have time to kind of string them all together and upload them and stuff like that. So I might have to kind of start including the night before or something if I do these kind of vlogs or something like that. I'm not sure. But anyway, it has been a great day. Also, I have hit a huge landmark of 90,000 subscribers. In fact, today it's gone up another 1,000, so 91,000 subscribers. So we are on the march to 100,000, and in fact, if you add the subscribers from this channel to the subscribers from my other channels, we're already past 100,000. So a huge thank you to all of you who support me on the main channel, in fact on any channel anyway. But that is it. I will catch up with you guys a little bit later. Have yourselves a great evening, be safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.